beer tubers! I know you like my little getup, huh? A little too much? Nah, I thought I just might as well coordinate here. Kind of like the combination here. Anyways, today I'm going to be reviewing a beer by a gypsy brewer. His name is Brian Strumpk. He's the guy that started Stillwater Artisanal Ales. And tonight I'm going to be reviewing his Cellar Door, which right here it says it's his wheat ale brewed with white sage. Now, even though it says wheat ale, he does use his house saison yeast, so it's going to have some of those saison-y characters. So anyways, I'm really looking forward to drinking this, so let me go ahead and open it up and I'll show you guys how it is. So this beer was highly recommended by a fellow beer colleague of mine, and he said it's one of his favorite saison type beers. So I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, so let's look at the color here. It's pretty carbonated, as you can see. It's got a hazy yellowish, orangish kind of color. Very minimal head. Let me check the aroma on this beer. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting some of that wheat ale kind of characteristic. Yeah, the sage is very prominent, but it's not too in your face, which is really nice. It actually has a nice blend with a malt along with the sage. It's actually got some prominent hop characters, which I usually don't expect in a typical saison, like a traditional saison. Let me try to remember. He uses Sterling and Citra. So he's actually got this German and American thing going on, which is pretty cool. And Citra is just commonly used in American IPAs. And then the malt base, let me try to remember. It's hold on, let me check here. Right, so he uses German wheat and pale malt. So it's got a really interesting character to this aroma. Very fresh, very kind of like lemony wheat kind of smell. It smells really good. So let me go ahead and give it a try here. Kanpai! This is actually really nice so far. So right off the bat, you get some of this really nice, almost floral kind of wheat, kind of just fresh ingredient kind of taste to it. It's really nice. I'm getting the flavor of wheat is very prominent in this. And then basically in the middle of this beer, the tasting of this beer, I'm getting white sage. And just like in the aroma, it's got this great blend between the wheat and pale malt and the white sage. It's not too kind of spicy aroma, just like just right in your face, you know. Like, it's got a great blend. And you know what the hop character of this? It's definitely fresh. It's really nice. Let me check the bottled on date, which Brian actually does, which is great. It says that it's bottled on April 8th. So, well, it's got like a month and a half or so, which is great. And it's still pretty fresh. Yeah, I'm really digging this beer, actually. I think the construction of this beer is great. It's very well thought through. The overall tasting experience of this just has a really nice arch, got a nice form to it. Just right off the beginning when you get the carbonation, slightly prickly, and then you get the wheat pale malt dancing along with the white sage, finishing with the saison yeast character. Very dry yet, like I said, a complex kind of finish. It's a really nice beer. I have to say that Brian Strumpk is a gypsy brewer, so he brews in different locations. Right now he's located in Baltimore, but I believe he's going to make his move to San Francisco here in the Bay Area. So the Bay Area is going to be blessed with a very nice addition in the craft beer community, having him here. But the one thing I wanted to mention about him is that I really appreciate his craft, in which he learns to perfect each beer. Even being a gypsy brewer, he it's not like he's just releasing a bunch of beers, but each beer he releases, it seems like he really puts a lot of thought and just makes sure that each recipe is perfected. Thank you, Brian. Anyways, so my grading for this beer, I'm going to give this, kind of tossed here, but I'm going to give this an A-. Maybe like with my double rating, an A-. maybe borderline A beer, because this is a very well made beer. And just it's not like just a typical saison. It's like, oh, I'm gonna brew a saison, or I'm gonna brew a wheat ale. He does just enough with it, and it's not like he throws like 3-4 ingredients, just that one extra ingredient of white sage to complete this, and also just put his own taste and own signature to this beer. This is really, really nice, and if you guys could find this, highly recommend it. A 4-pack of the Cellar is $11.99. You can also get the 750 milliliter, the big bottle, for $12.99. So it's a better deal getting the 4-pack, but the 750 is kind of sexy to have. It's kind of hard to resist. So anyways, this was the Cellar by Stillwater Artisanal Ales. It's an A-/A for me. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next beer blog. Kanpai!